Lawmakers and activists are exploring new ways to treat substance abuse as the opioid crisis sweeps across this country. A world-class athlete is developing an unconventional approach, you could say, in Wyoming by taking addicts outdoors. Jeff Glor discovered how exposing people to the elements could actually help them recover. Jeff, good morning.
Gayle, good morning to you. Jackson Hole, Wyoming is one of the most exclusive resort locations in the world. It is a destination for extreme wealth and extreme athletes. The combination of skiing, climbing, and hiking might be unparalleled. But the highs that come from adventure sports often lead thrill seekers to crave the same rush off the mountain. That's where the problem, and perhaps the solution, starts.
These are 40 pounds apiece. Nice. And off we go.
It's an unusual approach to an agonizing issue. By putting people's hearts under extreme pressure, Ryan Burke believes he can retrain their brains. This is not coddling.
No. Outpatient or kind of addiction therapy in the past has been a lot of talk, a lot of let's just sit around in a circle and chat about that, which is important, but it's more important to go out there and practice that skill under pressure, to know what the body feels like and to know what you're capable of dealing with.
Burke is a world-class endurance athlete who holds several mountain triathlon records. But he's not interested in sponsors or endorsement deals.
Pause, breathe, repeat. So when you feel yourself getting all worked up, take a second.
He's dedicated his career to addiction counseling, pioneering an approach called Mind Strength.
It's a mental fitness program that pairs athletes and addicts in the attempt to get them to stay calm under pressure. Good work. And kind of put them under simulated exposure so they know what fear feels like. So when the time hits, when their life's actually on the line, whether it's a wilderness or a wild party, that they can kind of stay in control. All good, and you're just gonna start climbing.
The man about to climb a rock wall while wearing a blindfold is Andrew Shorts, a client of Burke's. He grew up in Jackson and was a world-class skier by the age of 17 before his burgeoning career suddenly went off track.
The skiing culture does encourage people to basically, the phrase is to go harder, to go home. And that came from skiing and sort of transitioned to my partying and my drinking and drug use.
It was alcohol for you, it was opioids, it was heroin. A lot of people don't come back from that.
Absolutely. It's interesting. It's a very smooth transition, as radical as it sounds talking about it now, a couple years later, but you don't realize what's going on until you're kind of in the thick of it, until you do take the step back and say, a year ago I was doing this and now I'm here.
So you're gonna move over to your right now, Shorts, if you can.
Like right on the wall?
Now 3 years sober, Andrew Shorts is making his way back to competition with Burke's help. Mind Strength does things like send people into bitingly cold lake water.
3, 2, 1, go.
Ask them to hold their breath and tie a climber's knot underwater. Recovering addicts also join partner athletes to run blindfolded, balance on a ball, and problem solve with a highly elevated heart rate.
Try to solve this question.
Routines informed by Burke's own life experience. You saw yourself at one point going down this road, and you were able to pull yourself out of it.
Yeah. So when I started to see the challenge of me, I would say over drinking, abusing, on the cusp of addiction, I was on the border of having a very big problem. I pulled myself back, and the mountains helped me do that.
Meditation is another part of the program. Two of Burke's favorite sayings are, slower is faster, and patience is progress.
Whether you're working at a desk in New York or down in Florida on the beach, we all have an overactive mind. And the ability to slow that mind down is beneficial for everyone.
It's interesting, you're teaching people not to think.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just chill.
Yeah, quiet the brain. I use an ocean analogy, is that everyone's on the surface and the waves are really big, you have conflict in your life, but there's a quiet part of your brain, that part beneath the surface, that's even 5-10 feet deep, that wants to be calm. And so to bring people to that level, it makes for a higher quality human being, I think. So good.
Burke has lost friends and clients to overdoses, which have more than tripled in Wyoming since 2005. The people we talked to say attitudes, though, have shifted, and a problem that was once ignored is now being discussed widely.
And that's a very interesting tactic that he has. I like that, Jeff.
Patience is progress.
No, I like slower is faster. We all wrote that down, patience is progress. I like him.
Yeah, quieting the brain.
And it seems to work.
It does seem to work.
And having purpose and planning.
Yep.
And it looked like you were sitting in a painting, I have to say.
It's great. I mean, not much is better than the American West, and in particular, Jackson,
Jackson
Wyoming.
Hole.
It's just
Thank
great.
you, Jeff.
Yeah.